Welcome back after a month or a year and 8 months of, on my end to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I don't remember what we did last time because it was a long time ago, but hey, let's see, well, we're starting to get some proper gear, looks like. We have a cat, which is very important. We have 2 instances of Matt Mercer in our party, which everyone should want. I've got almost 7,000 copper. What were we working on? So we have the Hunt for Aethys, which has us going to Nekataka. Goods and Services for the Principi. Speak with Captain Aedalis in Fort Deadlight. She knows I dealt with Ben with her second in command and wants to see me. Recommended companion. There's also the Lantern of Gone, which is just going to happen with Jyoti in the party. The Lighted Path. Reconnecting with a woman he used to know who supposedly settled in Deadfire with the Children of the Dawn Stars. And there's a bounty for Lord Admiral Imp, which... That's 2 skulls, 2 levels higher than character's current level. Proceed with caution. It's doable. Do I want to deal with the Principi? I mean, I've already been kind of dealing with them. How am I reputation-wise here? Let's see, it looks like the Principi are alright with me. The Alien Trading Company, nothing to do with me. Like, I'm fine being good with the settlements, but I really don't want to be good with the trading company itself. I can see my dispositions. Seraphin. Oh, that's keeping track of what I say that's plus and minus. That's cool. Alright. So it looks like we're going back. Oh, I also did disable turn-based mode just because it's really cool, but not for me. Or at least not for the LP. Kind of slowed things down more than I'd want. Really need to clean out my SSD so I can install this there. Alright, let's go back to Fort Deadlight, because that's where we need to go. Hang on. There's an island here with resources to pillage. That's right, I'm just as bad as the trading companies. Farming fields surrounding this village are barren and sun-baked. Its small orchard of koiki trees is dry, their fruits shriveled like raisins. As you approach the village, you find it empty, a fine dust having long settled on every surface. Search the location. Take some time to search the abandoned village and find food that hasn't yet perished. 15 rice, keep searching. 2 hours pass, nothing of value, and our third search. 17 rice. I'm just going to keep searching. Search every corner of the village, nothing more. Got it. Oh, there's some stuff up there, too. We paid our wages, but, you know, it's actually not that much. I mean, it's 25 copper and a little bit of food and water. or drink per day. Oh, hello. Markwater Lagoon. Above your level will be a significant challenge to complete at this time. I still want to go ahead and pop my head in and see what's going on. And I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Oh. The Voracious Mountain. That's just a boss. Why do I hear boss music? I'm not surviving this, but I'm gonna go gloriously. I doubt I can enter the fray this thing. No penetrating damage. Jyoti immediately gains 2 wounds. When this game says you're gonna have a bad time, you're gonna have a bad time. Especially because, you know, as you level up, you're naturally going to find better gear and stuff. Would the gunner in that picture be the Watcher? In the case of the Key Art Party? Or is that a party member I haven't met, I wonder? Avoid that storm. Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff up here. Let's just... Fort Deadlight is just... Avoid the storm. Let's grab some resources while we're out here. Repair supplies. Solution. And 2 Fort Deadlight. Not a big fan of Fort Deadlight. Not a lot of good memories here. We did kill a lot of people, though. Because that's the paladin who I didn't really do much with. Yeah, it must be. Because then there's Aloth, Adair, and Seraphin. Oh?
You're the captain who Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out.
He taps a finger beneath his one eye that isn't covered by a black patch.
So I can provide you an escort when you arrive.
Lead on.
This way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
I'm registered as a threat. I'm in danger.
You could make it, Loveson.
The battle-hardened captain rubs the underside of her chin as she regards you pleasantly. Her miscolored eyes, one raven-winged black, the other an icy blue, rove up and down your face.
Like what you see.
And golden swolnet gleams against the scarred skin of her chest. When you notice it, she flips it to reveal a mark of her status on the other side.
The mark on this side means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante.
She grins.
Now, I know I offered you a full parley, but I'm a pirate, which means I'm loyal to my crew. But otherwise, I lie whenever it benefits me. You killed my fourth chair, and a damn good friend. A part of me might be impressed, but a part of me wants to flay the skin from your face.
I don't remember why I killed him.
If you've an explanation, I'd advise you to give it up real quick.
I'm fourth chair now. That's because I killed him. You can't fault me for defending myself.
I can. Being the captain of an entire fleet means you can do whatever the blast you'd like.
She lifts her chin, black and blue eyes pouring into you, but a hard-edged smile quirks up her lips.
You cut off my right hand. How do you plan to replace it?
I hear silver makes for a shiny hook.
He said you had a smart mouth. But I suppose this will quell my anger. For a time.
She weighs the pouch of coins in her hand before tucking it between her breasts. To make room, she removes a hidden knife. It gleams golden in the light before disappearing into a concealed sheath up her sleeve.
Now that we've got that out of the way, I'll admit, I really like you, Captain. You got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. I'd like to make you a deal. Forgive me for dragging you all this way, but I find the proposition of a partnership best works in person. Me and mine within the Principe would make for powerful allies on your side. But would you give us loyalty in return? That I'd like to know.
Of course. If we formed a partnership.
Suppose we've to give each other a test. Make sure it's a good fit. Say you wanted to entice an alliance of like-minded captains. You might start by aiding one of my best in Nekataka. She smuggles through the undercroft. Goes by the name of Mad Morena, she does. And let me tell you, Dove, she's earned the moniker. You're a hard one to read. Fancy a game of cards some night? I'll take your answer as a yes. You've a bright future ahead of you, Watcher. See that you don't tarnish it by flying the wrong pirate's flag. Out with the stale and in with the new, eh? I know you've met with Ferrante. That you may even be working for him. That pribbling cockrot.
With a flick of her fingers, the captain wipes a goblet of God's Killer rum off her desk. She takes a long swig before pointing at you.
That doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me appraised of certain future events as they shape up.
And stay silent.
Shh. No need to say anything, not yet. You just think on it next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you, after you've done his bidding, given half the chance.
She taps one temple
When
knowingly.
the time's right, we'll set our strategy. Well, what can I do, you lovesome?
Farewell. Fair winds and good success to you.
I shall.
Let's see, this isn't stealing. Animating the modern age, missives of the hand occult. Some scale armor. I'll yoink that. Potion of minor healing. Oh, there's clearly a secret here. Like a door.
I'll take care of it.
Colored pins mark various shipping routes and ports on this map of the Deadfire. A blackwood log.
I know just the thing. There we are.
Let's see. Bounding boots. Of bounding grants leap. An onyx. 6 golden souls. Grants leap. 2 per rest. Drawing upon reserves of intense spiritual power, barbarians are able to leap high into the end, crash down upon their foes' days. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Gives a barbarian skill. And a dare. Does Jyoti have any way to close the distance?
Yeah.
You have Dance of Death. We have a pattern of pain with your movements, gaining a gradually increasing bonus to accuracy and wounds, suffering any damage against this effect. Swift Flurry, Torment's Reach, Power Surge, Second Wind. You do not have any way of closing the gap, so let's give you these. Boots are worn for both comfort and style. Oh, it's literally just regular old boots with the of bounding. Okay. Scepter, Tarloaf.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
Oh, it's not even a secret. It's just... I figured, you know, that would open up, but no.
I wonder what this is.
I'll have this open in no time.
Oh, we got some treasure in here, man. What do we got? A fine pistol, potions, and cannon shots. Glaive berries. And some poultry. Yeah, I mean, the Principe, I'll take them over a trading company, but I don't know if they are only opposed to each other. Because, like, this is a game about colonialism, there's gotta be a natives faction. Right, okay. The hay? That was odd, and that's lootable. Their crew to the hanging. Alright. So we basically have just roam the archipelago for a bit. Or go to Nekataka because that's where the plot is pointing us, and now the Principe quest is pointing us there. I do appreciate that money matters a lot more in this game. Not because of stuff you can buy, but because there's more options to pay people off. Yeah, wow, we've hardly explored the archipelago. Okay. Let's see. You use the hand mortar. Less accurate. Well, I guess I don't know how often I'm going to switch you off of your, uniques. But I'll give you that. Because it's extra damage, accuracy, and penetration on auto attacks. God, I just really like the idea here of being sword and blunderbuss. So you have the Keybreaker Scepter. Frighten Kith targets on critical hit. You punch things. You have a fine saber, but it's nothing unique. I have a regular old wand I'd use. An upgrade there. Speaking of, can I afford to upgrade any of your stuff? Jyoti's Lantern. I'd need some Peridot. to upgrade that. But I would get her some shield deflection. The Keybreaker Scepter I can upgrade from Revelation to Misotheist. To reject the wheel. It's a little awkward to... Okay, so it keeps Revelation, it gets Misotheist. Reject the power of the gods. Orb grants party chance to deflect punishment and condemnation attacks. And then ranking it up to reject the wheel. It does leave Misotheist. It requires a spirit residue. Plus 10 to all defenses except deflection for 30 seconds for nearby allies on scoring kill with the Keybreaker. I will go ahead and take Misotheist, though, because I keep Revelation there. Oh, I see. They do stack. I just need to actually have them. Got it. You need Mother of Pearl. For Veterans Maneuver there. Alright, got it. So... seeing this now, let's just wander the sea for a bit here. Expand our horizons. And find terrifying things. +1 morale for having grog and ale. Oh, hello. We've got cool stuff here. We've got a burial site. Huana tribes traditionally heap their dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea, but mounds like these suggest that Rangas of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby. A plain club. 4 pyrite. A scroll of nature's mark. -10 deflection and reflex for 30 seconds. Alright, nothing left here. Let's go to the Osa channel. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of a sandy islet. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and horse. A crowd throngs the bridge, an eclectic menagerie of clean-coated Valians, Almawa in bright and colorful robes, and even the odd Orlan. Down the hill, by the water's edge, a small cluster of Almawa have gathered. Let's approach. From the shore, you see the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The Huana gathered here, garbed in thin robes and little else, watch as you approach. One steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colors than those around her. She cants her head to the side. You look bedraggled, stranger, as if the sea spat you out upon our shore. What for you come here? To watch? What's all this about? The arc of her hand describes the first the swimmers, then the waters, then the islet on the other side. They challenged the Osa Channel. The rains fell and the waters run swift. They must swim swifter yet. For each who finishes, there is honor. For the one who wins, there is more. So I can use perception and insight to examine the competitors. Examine them, yeah, sure. Let's go for Aloth, because he has the best of success on perception. Perception check 12. Aloth looks over the eyes lingering on a heavily muscled bald woman, a lean blonde man, and a gangly young man in his late teens. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, being both strong and compact. I'd like to join the race. Several of the gathered Huana chuckled. The woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly. Challenging Osa. It is always done by Almawa to prove strength and stamina in the water. I stay afraid it may be too much for you. Another kith. I thought the Huana were traditionally a welcoming people. She bows her head. Then what welcome would we provide if we fed our guests unknowing to Ngati? When her gaze returns to yours, she bears a small smile. You're not unknowing, I say. She nods and motions you toward the channel. And go join the others at the water's edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks and they will warm you after. Alright, go to the water and strip down. You shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay your belongings on the rocks. My watcher, you sure are. I mean, that's good luck. Red-faced, Jyoti clears her throat behind her fist, but she doesn't break her stare. You spring off the stone and crash into the cool, crisp salt water with the other swimmers. Partial success. As hard as you kick and pull, the current pushes back with the strength of a bear. You keep pace with the Huana, though your muscles burn with effort. One of the Huana, you notice, struggles to remain in the pack. No, he's struggling just to stay above water. His desperate gasps carry down the channel. You'll help him to shore. You wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer, and he has the wherewithal not to struggle against you as you swim him towards land. You pull yourself into the rocky shore and help him up behind you. The large bald woman pulls ahead and reaches the goal first. The crowd roars as she walks up onto the far shore, fists raised victoriously. The young swimmer squeezes your arm. Many thanks, Akira. Moderate positive reputation gained with Huana. The crowd on the bridge thins and the commotion dies down. Your journey continues. Oh, that's really cool. Small fishing village looks prosperous enough to welcome trade with outsiders and locals alike. So you sell hagfish, silverfin, and water. Alright, how am I looking here? I have plenty of water. Let's go ahead and grab the silverfin. Actually, let's grab everything. I mean, this is what they're willing to sell. So it's not like I'm stripping the village of its resources. More repair supplies. Yeah, like... So I know games are made by more than their director or creative leader, whatever. Josh Sawyer's tabletop campaigns must be a lot of fun because, like, even in the video games, he remembers to add things like, oh, there's a swimming contest here you can participate in. This game is good. We do need more medicine at some point. Unaffiliated trade ship. Nah, let's not mess with it. Oh, this looks like an interesting island. An old battleground. And an Oathbinder's Sanctum, neither of which are combat areas. You find two of your crew members playing a game in the hold. You're examining cargo in the hold when the sound of whispers and muted laughter draws you deeper into the darkness. You carefully round a stack of crates to find Haima and Venezi engaged in a round of Orland's Head. Haima salutes. Hello, Captain. We're putting down copper on Orland's Head if you're looking to join around. What's Orland's Head? You carve it Orland into the mast, like so. Venezi grins, gesturing at a crudely rendered figure with comically large ears and a rabbit nose. Then you throw daggers at it. Each part is worth a different number of points on account of some being harder to hit than others. The nose, for example, is worth lots of points. Aye, the time-honored maritime tradition of bigoted idiocy. Sure, let's play around. Perhaps we might be throwing the daggers at the hands instead. Seraphin crosses his arms. He lost 50 copper. Haima cants their head, but the carving doesn't have hands. Hands as in deckhands, as in you fathom-addled barnacle arse. Seraphin sighs. Oh, we're far too large to make good targets, Seraphin. Fantastic. Then Izzy takes a step back. I'll sit this one out. I don't like losing coin. Haima chuckles, produces a dagger, and spends an unnecessary length of time aiming the shot before tossing it at the, quote, Orlin. The dagger sinks into the Orlin's nose, and Venizzi chuckles. That's 10 points for Haima. Captain, can you top that? Can you sleight of hand and streetwise? I don't think I have those skills at all. Oh, sorry, I have one streetwise. A hit, that's 10 points for you. Haima chuckles, produces dagger. Final score is 13 for Haima and 17 for the captain. Looks like our captain's the winner. Gain 100 copper. Haima gained 2 sailor experience. Haima chuckles, shaking their head, and passes over the purse. Thanks for the game, Captain. I'll get you next time, mark my words. For now, we'll get back to our duties. 5 morale gained. Oathbinder's Sanctum. After hours spent wandering through the desert, you stumble into a lush oasis nestled against the base of a massive pyramid. You search for an entrance and finally spot one at the top of a very long staircase. Ascend. It's a tough climb, but that doesn't stop you. Drenched in sweat, you finally enter the welcome shade of the room at the top of the pyramid.
Someone really ought to be tending those.
I'll take care of it.
The eyes of the statue seem to follow you wherever you walk. Its fractured reliefs portrays the broken crowned symbol of Wotica. Blessed incense. And obsidian spalls. I don't think I have an Oathbinder, so... New map discovered, another 100 XP. How are we on XP anyway? 5,000 to level up, more or less.
You hear that? Whispers in the darkness. Whispers from the grave.
Nice. They got a whole room where their skeletons can relax.
The translucent visage of an Orlin glows before you. At your approach, it shimmers. You're swallowed by a tide of bewilderment. Reach for the soul. As your mind strains toward the confused soul, the presence of other spirits begins to prick the edge of your awareness. You sense their rage is directed not only at the bright soul, but at your intrusion. A rush of grisly images flash before you. Sadistic murders, violent torture, and worse. A din of spiteful whispers assaults your mind as depraved souls relive their gruesome crimes. They take glee in the terror of their victims. The confusion of the bright soul lessens. Emboldened by your presence, it shines with a steady azure glow. The whispering souls retreat to the shadows. Your mind clears. You extend your perceptions to the bright soul, and it reaches out to you in turn. The world slips away. You wake with a start, unable to breathe. Someone covers your mouth with their hand, their grip so tight you can taste the salt in their sweat. You're hauled from your bed by 3 dark figures. They drag you screaming down the stairs and toss you into the road. You stumble to your feet, only to be painfully thrown back down. Taut robes bite into the flesh of your wrists. "Murderer!" accuses one. "Betrayer!" shouts another. Your neighbors watch from their windows, mouths agape. None of them come to help. They turn away as you scream their names. You feel a jolt in the back of your head and darkness envelops you. When you come to, your knees ache against cold sandstone. You betrayed nothing, killed no one. Confusion and pain swirl in each panicked plea. Hardened eyes stare back at you through slits in an expressionless mask. You find no reprieve in them. Words are spoken, but lost within the rhythmic pounding in your head. This can't be happening. The masked figure demands justice. A sword swings, and you feel the hot bite of steel against your neck. Oblivion rolls over you like a tide. Abruptly, you find yourself back in the ruin. The confused spirit pleads to you without words, its shimmering glow almost childlike. I'll avenge you. Tell me where I can find your murderers. Images flash through your mind. A narrow stone staircase, a large chamber, a looming statue of Wodaka. Close, the spirit says, deeper.
If you've seen what you need to see, Watcher, I'd like to fulfill my duty and reap this soul. Will you allow it?
Jyoti raises her lantern eager. Light slices eerily across her face. Aleph flashes a quick, pleased glance. Go ahead. With a rattling shake, the lantern's otherworldly light flares and the soul is sucked inside. A hard shudder racks Jyoti forward and she moans, sweat beating on her brow. Jealous whispers return with renewed malice. The guilt of the damned bears down upon you, an unholy chill that sinks into your bones, your very marrow running cold as ice. Unnatural shadows dance in the darkness around you.
Hey, watch out.
Go ahead and bounding missile. But otherwise, I pretty much have faith we can auto through these shadows. Yeah, we basically can. I mean, Seraphim is taking a beating, but that's just kind of his job. Money.
Oh? How may I shall?
Oh, some spirit residue, speaking of. Rune powder. The mushroom. Ooh, 2 garnets. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mine. Money. Potion of Fringrim's repulsive visage. Sickened and terrified for 4 seconds. So, a chamber with a statue of Wodaka. The name Wodaka makes me think of woad leaves, which are a thing in RuneScape. I think they're used for like 3 things in the game. But they just stick out to me because for whatever reason you can... I think they're actually used in a free-to-play quest now I think about it. I was going to say, for whatever reason you can buy them in free-to-play. Sword, mail armor, a kettle helm, and a bloody note. Dangerous creatures have made this sacred place their home. If it is Wodaka's they remain, it is not our place to disturb them. Furthermore, remember that we are not here as looters. Anyone caught thieving will meet the Strangler's justice. That could Winna's death be an example to you all. Inquisitor Lodwin. I mean, I'll take all just because I can vendor trash. You got dragged. There's a loud humming. I like how everyone is using their weapon special abilities. Now what can I make here? I can make Ripple Sponge. Taru Chew. Oh, that actually might be worth using. Overindulge, often find they feel sluggish and disoriented when they stop. Potion of Impediment. Chance to interrupt targets on scoring hit. Oh. Wow, there's actually really good stuff in here. I need to remember I can make stuff.
No, fall back.
Cave beetles. Oh, why is it in fast mode? Yeah, we are not in danger of these beetles. Oh, I see. It's like Fallout kill cam. Got it. It's just like, check it out. You're getting all these criticals. Critic kills even. Kite and legs.
Indeed.
Large shield, breastplate, flail. Grub burrows. I guess I don't know if more might come out from them. A scepter and a robe. Sand falling from above. You feel a soft breeze blowing through the crack in the stones above. Let's go in here first. Fast mode is so nice for backtracking, my god. More stairs down. Oh, and there's... Ah. Turquoise and money. And the crush of time has significantly weakened this section of wall. You feel a slight breeze coming through the cracks of the wall that will come right down with a bit of force. Do I have a pry bar? You start to put leverage on the pry bar, and the wall begins to tremble. If you continue, there will be no way to get yourself out of the way without collapsing the wall on yourself. Oh, if I try to break it down? Jesus. 21. Okay. Stumbles back with a grimacing in pain, wrenched shoulder. Yeah, use the pry bar. Collapses right on top of you. Major injury. 50% of hits converted to hits. -2 penetration. -15% max health. Oh, that's 2 wounds. Yeah, let's go ahead and rest. Extra healing received. Let's make it not hagfish, the other thing I just bought a bunch of. Silverfin. Then you give rice to Seraphim. Like some of these, you know, you want to save them for before fights and stuff. Let's give this cuttlefish to Aloth. I remember there's something bad if you max out your... Another blessed incense at Velion and money. A lot of money at that. Yeah, I remember there's like something bad particularly at that. Oh, hello. Torch, pry bar, flint and tinder. Hey, adventuring supplies. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going this way for now.
Scallywags.
Sporelings.
Could use something to put a little.
And a dank spore. Take you guys out. Joji, Alliance flip, you cannot use it. Yeah, that's probably fine, actually. That's less probably fine. You go ahead and... No, not Rolling Flame. Noxious Burst?
That order's too tall.
Alright, now we can all just hammer them.
Say your prayers.
Ooh, big kill apparently. Some dank spores. Dank spores, leather armor, and a fine battle axe.
Indeed.
I'll take it.
And more spores. Oh no, a cat. We obtained Peter. %5 damage from area of effect attacks. Wow, that's actually a really good pet effect.
How may I help?
Okay. Did we already check this shelf? We didn't, because that's just money. That was a graze for 30 damage, by the way. 30 damage is a lot in this game. How long have we been going here? I'm gonna end off here. Next time on Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2, more of the Oathbinder's Sanctum. See you guys then.